So, you guys remember last time at the beginning of the recording, I said I don't really need to know all that much about your characters. I don't want to know about their height, their food allergies, anything like that. Well, I lied.
Well, you don't need to know about it. Our wonderful viewers need to know.
That is true. By popular demand of, I think, a single person.
Thank you, single person.
Shout out to you, Allie. Thank you.
Thank you. We have been asked to just kind of talk about our characters a little bit more. So I think it will be a really good idea to go around our theoretical table and talk about the characters we're going to be playing as. You know, just personality, backstory, a fun fact if you have any. So, yeah, who wants to go first?
I will. Alright, Devora's backstory. She doesn't know what happened to her actual parents. All she knows is that she was taken in by a pair of humans. They just kind of found her out in the woods one day. They've no idea where she came from. But, you know, humans, elves, she outlived them, sadly enough. She loved her parents very much. They'd lived a good life. She was sad when they passed, but she didn't dwell on it too much. I mean, of course she had a mourning period, but, you know. After that, she just kind of spent her life traveling around, getting better at her skills in the forest.
Becoming one with nature.
Becoming one with nature. During this time traveling, she meets a lot of people.
Practically everybody in the campaign, actually.
Yeah, actually. That's the whole joke. During that point, that is ultimately how she met Josh and Solis, and she's the reason those two know each other, too, because she introduced them to each other. Because why the fuck not? Personality-wise, I believe, like, in the first episode, I mentioned she's a chaotic good, and that's, yeah, she does stuff for shits and giggles, most of the time. But, you know, as much as she likes to do stuff for shits and giggles, she also, doesn't like when her friends get hurt. In the testing episode that we did, that I don't know if we'll ever release it, I kind of doubt it.
No one's allowed to see our secret shame. My secret shame.
Forever in the vault.
Maybe if we ever get a Patreon, but we'll put it up as a Patreon reward or something.
I was just thinking, you can see it if you pay me.
But I mean, it's really not worth the money, though.
It's not. Give me $5 and I'll probably return 4 of those.
But yeah, in that episode, Catherine had gotten captured by the goblins and all that. She was knocked out in a cage, and Debbie got so pissed, I landed a fucking crit hit and shot a goblin through its skull.
Did I ever establish that those goblins were going to eat her?
No!
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that was the case because they were in the thing that will never be released. They were basically shaking and fighting over her cage.
Okay, if Devora had known that, she would have most likely killed the other one too.
We were probably wasn't focusing on what's going on in the real. We were just focused on.
Yeah, I don't think anybody actually rolled like a perception check of the room.
Yeah, well, in all fairness, that test run was supposed to be longer, but I cut it down because we had unlimited time to deal with it. I feel like that idea, like she was gonna get cooked and eaten, probably would have been expressed better if we had more time. But yeah, I mean, that was still fun, though.
It was awesome. Other little things. She knows 4 languages, which are, you know, obviously common, obviously Elvish. She also knows... fuck, I'm gonna botch up this pronunciation. Selvin? And then she also knows Draconic. Also, as a fun fact, because I got to choose one type of musical instrument that she's proficient in, and I swear to God, I will fight tooth and nail to get this fucking instrument. She is proficient in ocarinas. Because I am a nerd!
Fucking Zelda trash. Look, I'm any better, but still.
Personality trait is, I'm driven by the wanderlust that led me away from home. Ideal is change. I don't know what else was supposed to be there. Bond, I will bring terrible wrath down on the evildoers who destroyed my homeland. And, her flaw is violence is my answer to almost any challenge.
Honestly, though, in D&D, that's a pretty good way of dealing with your problems.
Yeah, it is. Oh, and, like, one more small thing, because I have finally fucking figured this out since the last episode. Devora does worship Pan. Because there was that whole scene in the church, and then immediately after it was just like, shit, as a wood elf, wouldn't she, like, worship Pan?
Well, technically, Actually, that might be revealed in episode 2. I'm not sure. I'll have to do some editing things and figure that out.
2 or 3, whatever. One of the episodes.
Yeah.
This is the second session, and we're already losing track of how many episodes we're making. Alright, who wants to go next? Oh my god, you guys are so eager.
You don't need to fight over it, you two.
Fight for my amusement. You know what? Fucking both of you roll. Roll for whoever gets to go next.
Wait, should it just be a coin?
No.
Nah.
Roll a 1d20. Whoever gets the highest goes next.
Okay.
Okay. I got a 2.
Damn it! I got an 8.
Well, that's...
How is that a damn it? You're going next!
Because I am not prepared for this. Okay.
Josh is like the character you had around for the longest time. You should know him alright by now.
He's the son.
The prodigal son.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, as you viewers may know, my character is Joshua Universe, a merfolk elected wizard. Throughout his whole life, he lived in the fishing village with a family of elves. He's been adopted.
I think the viewers are going to see a fucking pattern here.
Yeah.
All of our characters are adopted.
Yeah, basically.
Solis was adopted by Christ.
So anyway, Josh was adopted. He spent his whole life in the fishing village. And he also went to a private school of wizards. And he's long since graduated from that place. For his ideas and personality traits, it is, I do not place myself above everyone. We all have the same blood. Ideals, all people regardless of station deserves to be treated with dignity. The bonds is nothing is more important than the other members of my teammates. And his flaw is, I'm the weakest link and often feel that I'm a burden that my teammates must carry.
I will fucking fight him.
That is just me being a mean piece of shit to him, because I've been doing that since I created him. So anyway, Josh does know 3 languages. He knows Common, he knows Elvish, he was taught Elvish by his adopted family, and the last one is Primordial.
Primordial.
What?
Prima donna.
Yeah, Primordial. So like basically, he can talk to fish. And another fact about him is that he doesn't handle gore that well, in the sense that as these adventures go on, he is gonna get slightly better at handling it.
Oh, he's gonna have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with Devora around. Like,
Fucking headshotting
Yeah,
everybody.
I mean-
And another thing about Josh is that he is going to do the best he can to protect the person he cares about, which is obviously his teammates, Devora and Solis, and his family.
Thunder, is it cool if I give a little fun fact for Josh that I think is kind of important?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a trans character. So
Yes, he is.
Yeah, that's the thing.
yeah, I ain't gonna beat around the bush with this kind of shit. He's trans. There you go.
I honestly forgot to mention that, so I'm sorry about that.
No, it's cool.
So, yeah, that's a neat little fun fact. So there you guys go.
Also, just as like my own little comment, just
None of our
always
characters are
assume
straight.
that always assume that these characters are at the very least bi, and then work your way from there.
Yeah, because Devora is, like, actually canonly, like, I think I said pansexual or something.
Yeah.
Pan or demi.
Pan, and then she worships Pan, so you know it all works out.
Fuck, I'm just gonna say she's fucking pan just because of that.
And Josh here is canonically panromatic and he's demi.
Nice.
yeah, I'm just gonna go along with Solis being bi.
You're all
Yeah.
gay.
So yeah, there you guys go. That should have been a thing we should have established, but then we just kind of forgot, which is, it's a good thing we're talking about our characters here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Better late than never. Alright, and I guess last but not least, Solis.
Okay, Solis Dawnbringer, as I mentioned before, she is half Eladrin and half Sun Elf due to her parents. She has spent most of her life at a small, quiet church in the forest, and she worships the god Lathander. She's been at the church most of her life. She's 252 years old, and she's been there about a century or more, so church life is mostly all that she knows. And for a while, she was pretty happy with the life that she led, but eventually she started having wanderlust, and especially after meeting Devora and talking about all of her adventures and stuff, she wanted to get into that. And eventually, Lathander came on down and was like, yo, you want to become a cleric? And she's like, are you sure? Totes. And
Can I just be a quote? Just totes.
totes.
Lathander.
Bada bing, bada boom, she became a cleric. Training montage. She's still kind of new to the whole cleric thing. She's a bit awkward, especially given her personality of she doesn't want to hurt anybody. She's more diplomatic. She wants to prevent a fight if possible, especially if it involves killing. But in certain cases, especially with adventuring, you're going to have to kill, especially in terms of like bandits and all that kind of bad stuff.
And if you're traveling with Devora.
Yeah.
And if you're traveling with Devora, because you'll be dragged into battle whether you want to or not.
Frequently not.
Frequently not. So she knows 4 languages as well. She knows Common, Elvish, Sylvan, and Primordial. Her personality traits is that she's tolerant of other faiths, and she respects other gods, but she's just mainly really loyal to her one god, Lathander. And as I mentioned before, she spent so long at the temple that she's doesn't have as much experience dealing with people in the outside world, so she's still kind of awkward a little bit, but she slowly gets better, I'm assuming, as the campaign goes on.
Only one way to find out.
One way to find out. Her ideals are charity, faith, and aspiration, which is basically she trusts in her god, and as she's still new to the whole cleric thing, she doesn't think that she's all that worthy of being a cleric under Lathander, so she's trying to prove herself as she goes on this adventure. Let's see. Charity. She always tries to help those in need no matter what the personal cost, which also ties into her flaw in that she will also try her best to help people, even at the cost of, to the highest extent of her life.
Episode 1, when she just kind of ran for the person.
Yeah, that didn't go out so well.
Yeah, for it.
Yeah, for a lot of people. And, I guess I could mention that her holy symbol is a pendant that was given to her by the high priestess of the church, basically as a send-off gift. So she keeps that close to her.
Aw, that's very cute.
Thank you.
Also, if you guys noticed, there's like certain languages that they all share. Then, they all know Elvish, but then fucking like Devora and Solis both know one language, and then Solis and Josh know another language, which means that they can shit talk with each other in those respective languages.
Yep, basically.
2 of them can shit talk, but they can't shit talk together. Well, I mean, they can, but like Common and Elvish is pretty common and Elvish.
Mm-hmm. Can I just say one more thing about Josh?
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I forgot to mention this, but Josh is a kind and gentle soul, and he also has a lot of wisdom. But other than that, he's kind of like Solis. He doesn't want to fight, but if there's no choice, he will. And yeah, that's all I want to say.
Yeah, poor career decisions, I would say. But alright, cool. So, anyone else have like any final words?
Nah, I'm good. Anything else about Devora, you'll just see through her actions.
Yeah, basically.
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, cool. So, now that, character introductions are out of the way, we can actually get to the D&D part of D&D.
So previously on Tales of Familial Eternity.
Josh, you flip through this newspaper. There is an article, though, on the front page that catches your eye. There was a gnome named Warren Folklore who tried to jump off the bridge yesterday.
My friends and I, we heard this rumor from the tavern keeper in Salvador about the church having a possible cure.
If somebody's telling you that there's a cure, I hate to break it to you, but they are lying to you. Because one of the things that you were very interested in seeing was the river, you guys decide to look for that, and it turns out that's not very hard to find. You guys come across this bridge, but as you're sitting on this bridge, you notice a small note that's just kind of been left on the ground. It's very short. It just reads, "We took this too far, Maddie." Signed, WF.
Maybe we go and ask him what's going on.
Salvador, where is the police station around here?
And the hospital for that matter.
The police station is actually on the other side of town. As for the hospital, I think it would be easier if I just wrote down the instructions. You tried to read what Salvador wrote, but you think like maybe he scribbled too fast and you just can't quite read what his cursive says. It's also in cursive, and like, God, fuck cursive. You spend like a good 2 hours trying to find wherever the hell this police station is. It's like 4 p.m. now.
Dang.
And it's just, you have no fucking clue.
I'm not sure about reading the directive right.
Josh just gets lost, like,
He's
everywhere.
everywhere.
You have to keep pulling him. That's one of the reasons it takes us like 2 hours, because Josh keeps trying to wander off and we're like, no, this way!
He's also trying to look for the police station, but like for some reason he keeps going the wrong way.
You realize that maybe you might have accidentally walked this same block like 4 times, and you don't really know how that happened.
Yeah.
You've walked past the tavern. Salvador's just like looking out the window like,
Oh yes, these are the people that decided to save us.
They'll figure it out.
Oh man.
Okay. Let's finally go into the police station.
Okay. I want you guys to roll for perception.
Watch me get an even worse roll.
Let me see what I got under perception.
Got a 19 plus 2, so 21.
Okay.
I got a 4 plus 3, that's 7. Would I add another 1 because of the wisdom buff, or no?
No, I don't think you would.
Okay.
I kind of did a little bit better, but it's I got a 4 plus 3, so that's a 7.
You guys are really dropping the ball now. You were doing so well earlier.
What happened? We're tired.
I got a 19. I got a 21.
I know, Robust. But because she got so high of a perception, she was able to just look around, and using context clues from the world around her, she was able to figure out where the police station is, or fantasy police station, whatever's the equivalent.
Militia.
Yeah, whatever.
Fantasy police doesn't roll off the tongue like everything else does when you put fantasy in front of it.
I guess it kind of takes away from the seriousness of police when you put fantasy in front of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, because she rolled so high of a perception, she was able to figure out where this police station was, and she just dragged the two of you along with her. She's like,
all right, guys, this has gone on long enough.
She's just like holding both of your hands to make sure you don't get lost. So, you find this police station. You go in, it seems to, be halfway decent. Like it's still structurally sound, unlike a lot of the other buildings in this place. And there's somebody who's just kind of like sitting by a desk, scribbling on like notes and stuff. And immediately upon you coming in, he's alerted to the fact that you're here. He gets up and introduces himself as Evans.
Well, hello, Evans.
Hello. Well, what are your names?
My name is Josh. This is Devora, and this is Solis.
Wait, Devora? From that Christmas party a few years ago?
Oh yeah, I think I remember you.
Oh my god, it's been so long. How have you been?
I've been great. How have you been?
Yeah, I'm doing alright. Oh man, it's so good to see you.
It's great to see you too.
Yeah, what are you guys doing here? What brings you to Neverwinter?
We're wondering if a person is here.
We do have somebody, hanging out in the cells. Who are you looking for?
We're looking for a gnome named Warren. The guy that was in the newspaper that tried to attempt suicide.
I believe his last name was Fuller.
Oh, yeah, he's still sitting in the cell. Do you guys need to talk to him or something?
Yeah.
We have a couple of questions. We're kind of investigating, the plague that's been going on.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Everyone's just been hit pretty rough. I'm glad somebody is able to, go and investigate it. Like, it's been a little bit chaotic over here.
I can imagine.
Yeah. But certainly, if you guys want to talk to him, I can show you to his cell.
All right, thank you.
So Evans leads the way, and he briefly mentions that Warren is really only being kept here for, like, a general safety thing. They would normally, like, put him in a hospital for, like, watch for a little while, but unfortunately, like, the hospitals are closed, so he has to sit in a cell for now, until, like, he calms down.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So, Evans leads you to the back, and there's a couple of cells in here, but there only seems to be one person in any of them, and it's a smallish figure, a gnome, and he's just kind of like sitting in the corner, just sitting down, like not really looking at anything, mostly just keeping to himself. He doesn't even seem to do anything when you guys show up. Evan comments that, like, because, he knows you, Devora, because Devora knows fucking everybody.
That she does.
Like, he's fine with just, like, leaving you guys here for a moment. He has, like, some work he has to get back to. If anything, like, happens, just, like, shout him over.
All right, awesome, thanks.
Yeah. And Evans leaves, and you are now in this room with this gnome sitting behind bars.
Hail and well met.
The gnome just kind of looks up and then just kind of looks back down.
Hi, Warren. My friends and I have a few questions we'd like you to answer.
The gnome just doesn't say anything.
We found your note.
He looks up at that. You did?
Yeah. She pulls the note out from her, pouch.
Maybe in hindsight I shouldn't have written it.
I'm sure you were hoping that whoever Maddie is, he would find it.
Yeah, I guess I was hoping she would. Do me a favor and just rip it up, will ya?
Devora doesn't particularly do anything with it yet.
Okay, that's probably a good idea.
What happened?
Nothing happened.
Are you sure nothing happened? I mean, and you were. It does sound like you were scared. We just want to know what's going on.
I just, things have been messed up, and I guess I've been messed up, and I overreacted. That was it.
Does anyone have a zone of truth?
Does anybody want to do a roll for insight, maybe? Oh, shit!
I want to roll a persuasion check.
Well, okay, you can do that instead.
I'm gonna do insight. I got a 15 plus, because insight is a wisdom thing and I have no other buffs for that, +1, so 16.
Okay, but before I get to your 16, which was too good of a roll, robust, basically, the differences with insight, that would be like trying to figure out if someone is lying to you or holding back information, or if, like, they firmly believe what they're actually telling you and stuff like that. It's really just your lie detector sort of check.
Right.
As for persuasion,
That's when you're trying to get them to tell the truth, or you're trying to get them to tell you
something. I rolled a 20.
What are you rolling a 20 for?
For insight.
Okay.
That's too good of a roll.
Yeah, you gotta tell me what you're doing, and then you roll. Otherwise, you can apply others.
Technically you did say roll for insight earlier.
I know, I did.
Candace was the only one that went off to a different thing, so I mean...
Okay, that's fair. You guys do you. That's totally fair. Alright, so Thunder and Deb rolled for insight and got, like, crazy good rolls. Robust, are you gonna also roll for insight, or are you gonna just let them figure out?
Sure. I rolled a 10 plus 4, 14.
Okay, so you guys are able to tell very easily that this Warren guy, he ain't telling you the full truth. You don't even think he's telling you the half-truth.
Again, does anyone happen to have a zone of truth?
I can persuade him to tell the truth.
Jesus.
Which I guess is the next best thing, right?
Okay.
So you got roll for your persuasion check.
I rolled an 11 plus 4, so 15.
Okay. Alright, so I gotta beat a 15, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that was not a 15. That was much lower than that. Okay.
All right. So I guess let me come up with a good persuasive speech right here.
Yeah. How are you going to persuade him to be honest right now?
Listen, Warren, we're just trying to investigate this plague and any way to stop it, and I'm sorry, but from the way your note sounds, it sounds like there's a lot more going on than just you overreacting over something. And in terms of Maddie, we also want to make sure that she's okay, and does she even know that you're here?
Maddie ain't got nothing to do with this, alright? She's just completely in the clear.
But if you are in any way involved with what's going on, and they have this note, they might look to her as well, and she could get in trouble.
Look, no, she wasn't involved, alright? It was all me, okay? I was the one that poisoned Neverwinter.
You what?
You what? You poisoned Neverwinter?
I kind of introduced a poison to Neverwinter.
Why?
It was a long con sort of thing. I was gonna get a couple of people sick and then sell back the cure, but for a crazy high price and make a huge profit off of Neverwinter. There's so many people here. It would have been great, and nobody would have gotten hurt, not seriously anyways. But it got way out of hand.
What kind of sickness is this?
That's the thing, man. I don't even know. I thought I was just getting a relatively standard poison, and I don't. They must have sold me something else.
So you didn't make the poison. Who did? Where did you get it from?
It was way out of town. It was just it was one of those rare item things. I just thought it was like a poison made from like a foreign land or something. I thought that'd be great. I needed something that wasn't common enough here. People couldn't make the cure on their own. I had to make it.
Did you manage to make it or no?
I tried. Oh God, did I try? But I think you can tell that it didn't quite work.
I'm assuming this cure you tried is the source behind the monsters?
I think so.
Do you have that information on the cure with you? A way to reverse engineer it, maybe?
No, I don't have that.
Where did you get this poison from?
Do you remember the name of the person or shop you got it from?
No, I don't remember.
If Maddie didn't do anything, then why does she know?
I can't tell you that, man.
Listen, if there's any way that we can stop this, we have to know.
You gotta promise me Maddie ain't gonna get hurt, alright?
Promise.
We were doing this together. I can't make potions for shit, but she's the best goddamn chemist I've ever met. And she's been trying to figure this out. But fuck, I don't know if there's a way to fix this.
Where is she? Maybe we can help her.
I don't... Alright. I can tell you where our hideout is. It's behind the church.
Behind, of course.
Which church? There's probably like 20 of them in town.
The one you just went to, no.
Okay, how the fuck were we supposed to know? You just said it's behind the church, and we've established there's a shit ton of churches in Neverwinter.
No, he tells you which church it is, and it just so happened to be the one that you just came from.
Okay.
And he explains that there's like a hatch that's in the back of the church, and you open that, and that's the way you get in. But you promise Maddie isn't gonna get hurt.
Promise.
She's not gonna get hurt, Warren.
Alright.
Thank you for telling us. And, you do know you're probably not gonna get out of here once they find out, right?
Yeah, I know.
Do you have any messages that you want to give Maddie?
I just don't want her to see me here.
Alright. Thank you for your help.
Yeah.
So should we just, leave him be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is robust. Things got a little serious back there, didn't it? Well, let me take a break with you for a moment, as I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone listening to our podcast. We've gotten a few comments since the first episode, and seeing all this encouragement from you guys really means a lot to us. We're really glad to know that people are enjoying this podcast, and we look forward to continuing and sharing this adventure with everyone. Now, we don't have any sponsors, so what exactly can I promote in this slot? This podcast, of course. Did you know that everyone in this show is an artist? Want to be notified of episode releases, campaign content, and see some sweet art to boot? Then please follow us on Twitter and Tumblr at TofeCast. That's TOFECAST. You'll always know when an episode is out and where to find it. Which isn't hard since all of our episodes are on YouTube. But we are working on getting this podcast onto other platforms. It's still a work in progress, but once it's done, we'll let you know as soon as possible. If you'd like to support this podcast, then please check out TofeCast.tumblr.com/support. From there, you can check out our official Redbubble, where we plan to release prints and other merch soon. And there's our coffee page, where you can donate the price of a sweet cup of coffee to help keep us going. Every purchase or donation helps us buy better equipment and improve the show, so if you have a few dollars to spare, you'd really be helping us out. Alright, that's all that I wanted to say, so I'll let you get back to it. Once again, thank you so much for listening to the podcast, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of the episode. Bye!
Alright, so you guys leave from the cells. Evans has been working behind his desk this entire time, and he just kind of lights up a little bit when he sees you guys. Like, oh, so how did the talk go?
Good. We got some info.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we'll tell you everything when we get back.
Alright, well, it's getting a little bit late. You guys should probably, turn in for the night.
Okay. We'll continue our search tomorrow.
Sounds good. Good luck with it.
Thank you.
Alright, so, you guys head back over to the tavern. It's far easier to get back to the tavern than it was to get to this place. You know this town like the back of your hand if the back of your hand was constantly changing. Alright, so you guys head back, and by this point, the few people that were in the tavern have kind of trickled out. There's only really Salvador, Catherine, and your good buddy Terrence, who very overjoyed to see that his friends have returned. He smiles and waves you guys. Salvador is just cleaning up after some tables. Catherine by this point is now behind the bar. She has moved maybe 3 feet. And just, cleaning up a little bit back there. Do you guys want to talk to anybody, or do you want to just, head straight to bed?
Well, first, in character, should we decide, whether to tell people about what's going on, or what we're about to do, or should we just keep it a secret?
Probably keep it a secret for now. It doesn't seem like the best idea to blab about that.
Yeah, we don't want to alarm anybody.
Right. But we also don't want to give anybody hope yet. Still haven't figured out a cure.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming we're all talking about this before we get back to the tavern.
Absolutely. Because otherwise it's just going to be
yeah.
We're done.
Okay, this is the conversation leading towards. Alright, that's fine.
And now that we're in the tavern, we're going to keep mum.
Yeah. Because if we do that, everybody's going to ask, what'd you learn?
Well, they're still probably going to ask, hey, how did the investigating go?
Terrence wants to know. He is super excited to talk to his best friend now.
Hi, Terrence. The investigation's been going well. We did get a few questions answered, and we got more info.
Oh, that's excellent. That's really great. Oh man, are you close to cracking this case open?
My immediate thought is Josh kind of looks back at Solis and Devora, and Devora just kind of shrugs, and Solis is just kind of doing the hand swipe over her neck as a no.
I am literally doing that right now.
No. Devora's kind of shrugging and doing that universal like, hand motion of kind of, so-so, where she's just kind of, like, flipping her hand back and forth.
We're not that close yet, but we're getting there.
Oh, well, that's fine. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Yeah. We're gonna head out and investigate some more tomorrow.
Okay. I guess you guys are just turning in for, like, do you want to, like, grab a drink or something before you, like, turn out or whatever?
That actually sounds fantastic.
Actually, yeah, we will have a drink.
Salvador, get us some drinks!
I'll pass. Thank you. I don't drink.
Hey, it doesn't have to be alcohol, Solis.
I know, but just specifically, I don't want to drink alcohol.
Yeah.
Salvador makes a quick comment that he hasn't seen this guy be this cheery in a little bit, and also, like, yes, they have other, like, non-alcoholic beverages, if that is what you rather drink.
Yes, please.
Josh is gonna get some water.
Ah, man.
Devora's probably gonna get something kind of light on the alcohol side, like some sort of, like, maybe like some spiked watermelon juice or something. That's about as far as she'll go.
Okay. You guys are all terrible. Salvador serves you up all what you wish to drink. So for most of you guys, barely anything at all. And you spend probably like the next good hour or so just, having drinks and having fun.
You know what this needs?
What?
Music.
Well, too bad. So,
writing that down.
All right. So, you guys have this, really nice, fairly relaxing outing. It's starting to get like really late now. I'm talking like 11 at night or so.
Time for bed.
Yeah, it's definitely time for everyone to go to bed. Terrence is just gonna like sleep here again. Only Salvador is gonna give him a real room instead of just waiting for this guy to pass out.
Yes, please.
So you guys all turn in for the night. Once again, you guys don't sleep as easily as you would like to. Neverwinter is maybe just a little bit too noisy at night, given all the, monsters that are lurking around. And I need you guys to roll for perception.
13 plus...
I don't hear shit!
16.
Oh, God. Josh, again?
I don't hear shit! I got 1! Again!
Josh, how do you keep doing this?
Yeah, you don't hear anything. You're just...
No, you're... nothing at all.
You're just fucking preoccupied with your fantasy switch there.
I rolled a 14 plus 2, so 16.
Okay, so the moms are the only thing that notice anything.
Again.
You hear in the middle of the night a loud banging coming from the front door of the tavern.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. No, wait, wait, why am I saying uh-oh? I can't hear anything.
I mean,
no, you're saying...
could have been out of character.
Your uh-oh was, like, over the fact that you almost died in your game? And that, like...
Like, we say uh-oh because of the banging. He says uh-oh because he's almost dead in his game.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And you can hear kind of faintly, like, somebody's yelling.
Uh-oh.
Dang it, I lost another life. It's almost game over.
He's playing a fantasy Legend of Zelda game, by the way.
Of course he is. All right, so what do you guys want to do now that you hear this noise?
Devora grabs her bow and just kind of starts heading downstairs because this is not okay.
Okay.
Solis also grabs her crossbow and makes her way downstairs behind Devora.
Am I just gonna stay in the room?
Josh just doesn't fucking
No,
notice.
he doesn't know. He's not.
Josh does not notice his mom's leaving.
Are you sure? Like, he wouldn't take off his headphones and be like, oh, what are you guys leaving for?
He probably does do that, just like, where are you guys going?
There's a noise coming from downstairs. Someone or something's banging at the front door.
Oh shit, stays in bed.
No, no. Let me finish my sentence. I took a pause to think of something else.
Okay, I'm sorry. No, I'm not.
So Josh just gets up and grabs his spell book and his quarterstaff and heads down too.
Okay. So, because you're coming closer to that front door, you can hear the banging a little bit louder, and the yells at this point are a little bit muffled because of, the door, but it sounds like somebody is really desperate to get inside.
Is there anybody in the main room of the tavern?
Not at this point, no. Everybody is just kind of not here. So the closer you guys get to the door, the more you can actually hear somebody on the other side. And, this person rapidly banging just... Salve, open the goddamn door. I swear to the fucking gods, open the fucking door.
Devora goes and quickly opens the door.
Okay. So, those, wooden doors that have, the wood piece that goes horizontally to kind of keep the door locked? It's that sort of situation. But it's also just really easy to open. You are definitely strong enough to lift up this piece of wood and let the person in. And this Tuffling makes his way in as quickly as possible. He's very quick to close the door behind him and to lower the wooden piece. And as he was coming in, you were able to notice that there's a couple of ink monster things right outside.
How fun.
And the second that the door was closed, there's even more intense banging from what sounds like multiple things. Their banging is so loud that it's actually threatening to open the door anyways, despite the fact that it has this barrier on.
Devora pulls out her longbow.
Yeah, so this Tuffling's immediate reaction is to just try to keep the door closed.
Of course.
Yeah, and he just kind of looking at you guys well? Well?
Yeah, I know.
Where the fuck is Salve?
I was thinking of a question to ask. I was gonna ask if there was any spare wood pieces lying around, or...
Okay, yeah, there's the couple of tables that are out. There's some chairs that were turned over on top of the tables. Those things are still out.
Okay, so Devora goes to grab a couple of chairs and goes to start putting them against the door.
But do we have a hammer and nails?
Not at your disposal as far as I'm aware of.
All right. Let's see what we can do. I mean, we can, of course, just push ourselves against the door for a while, but,
Are any of us really strong enough to do that?
Well, I mean, there is 3 of you plus the Tuffling.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Devora weighs 80 pounds.
Jesus.
We just throw her if we want to.
Please somebody throw Devora at some point. I don't want that to be a thing.
Noted.
How about Solis tries to find Salve?
Okay, yeah, you can go and do that. So you just want to head upstairs and start knocking on all the doors?
Yeah, basically.
You go upstairs and you do that, and it takes a few moments, but Salve does open his door. And it's just is anything wrong? What's happening?
Salve, you need to come downstairs. There was someone that was banging on the door, and we just let them in, and now there's a bunch of ink monsters that are outside, and they're trying to get in.
Where the fuck is Salve? Okay, I'm coming down.
Okay, great.
So he comes down, and at the moment that the Tuffling sees him, it's just what the fuck took you so long? I could have died out there. And Salve's just okay, alright, how many are out there? And the Tuffling, unfortunately, can't answer. He's just, I have no fucking clue.
From the looks of it, when we opened the door to the Tuffling Inn, there was a lot of them out there.
Okay. Oh shit. We're not gonna be able to keep them out if there's a lot. You guys are adventurers, right? Can you maybe take care of the situation?
Yeah.
Yeah. We can fight them off.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go upstairs and make sure that everybody else is alright. You guys open the doors when you're ready.
Got it.
Okay. Here we go.
So Salve takes off back upstairs. The Tuffling backs away from the door a little bit, and given a couple of seconds, the door is burst open, and 5 of those ink creatures start coming towards you. And now it's time for initiative.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
11.
I got a
Okay.
6 plus 1 is 7.
Oh, right, and fucking give me a sec. 12 then.
I got a 14 plus 1 is 15.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, because you got rolls to make.
I have to roll too many.
Too many rolls, too many rolls.
Thank you, buddy. Thank
That
you.
video
Many
still fucks me
rolls.
up.
Every time.
It's a good video.
It is, though. Okay, so the order is going to be the Teflings going first, then it's Solis, Devora, Josh, and finally the ink monster creature things. Alright, so, like I said, the Tefling's going first, and he's going to pull out a short bow and fire at one of the ink monsters. Oh god, that was not good. It wasn't that bad, but he missed them by like a good couple of inches, unfortunately. Solis, it's your turn. Please do better than him.
I will use Sacred Flame. And, oh god, I hope so too. Okay, so I got an 11 plus a 4, so 15.
15, okay, so that means I have to beat a 15 with my not so great dexterity. And I did it somehow.
Oh my god!
Damn.
Just you
Oh my
try
god.
you try to use Sacred Flame, but like the ink monster just kind of morphed around it. It didn't really move, it just morphed around it.
Well,
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Alright, so Devora, it's your turn.
how far would you say we are from these ink creatures?
I'm gonna say that initially, maybe 50 feet or so. You can get closer if you want to.
Nah, I just wanted to make sure that I wouldn't have to switch weapons real quick. Okay, so I'm going to shoot at one of the ink monsters with my longbow. And that is an 8 plus 3, that's 11.
11, it hits. Thank God somebody hits. I go 2 people without hitting, and I'm just like, ugh, this is bad.
Okay. So that's 6 plus 1, 7.
Okay, give me a second to do math, which is something I never want to do ever.
Too bad.
You picked the wrong game.
Yeah, I know. For shame. Alright, so you definitely gave this ink monster a good hit. It doesn't look too damaged, though. It looks like it's still doing pretty well.
Oh man.
I know, it's sad. Alright, it's Josh's turn.
Okay, I will cast Ray of Frost at the ink monster that the bar just hit. I got a 17 plus 4 is a 21, so it definitely hit.
Well, you don't know that. It does.
Okay, I will roll the 1d8.
Yes, please.
I got a 2.
You got a 2? Well, that is better than nothing. It's also slowed, so that's nice. Not that these guys can move very fast in the first place.
Yeah, so at least I slowed 1 down.
And now it's all the Inks monsters' turn. But luckily for you guys, they're too far away to really do anything at the moment. So they're going to shuffle towards you, getting about like 20 feet closer, except the one that's icy. It only moves like 10 feet closer. So now the distance is like 40 feet, and the one guy is for 50 feet. And that is literally all they can do. The Tefling is going to try to redeem himself and shoot at the guy again. And it barely hits, but that is good enough for me. It didn't do too much damage, but that one ink guy, it's starting to not look so great. It's starting to like break off and leak everywhere. Alright, Solis, it's your turn.
Okay, just gonna keep casting Sacred Flame.
Alright, cool.
It's kind of all you got.
I got a 13 plus 4, so 17.
Okay, and I have to beat that. Alright. This ink monster's not so great at moving around, and it gets hit.
Wait, which one? Is it the one that the Tefling attacked, or the slow one?
There's only one that's taken any damage, really.
I'll take the one that the Tefling attacked.
How much damage does that do?
8!
Woo!
Oh, shit. Alright, so this thing is barely keeping its form. It looks like a stiff wind can knock it over at this point. Now it's Devora's turn.
Alright, and let's hopefully, depending on the roll of the die, let's finish that one inkling off. Okay, so 6 plus 3, that's a 9.
That hits.
That is a 1 plus 1, 2.
2? Well, that was just enough to kill this thing.
Yay!
So, yeah, your arrow just kind of goes through it and it just like bursts into little inky pieces. Like a tiny ink explosion.
Splatoon!
I was thinking like a pen that you bit down on, but I mean, Splatoon also works.
Nintendo, don't sue.
Josh, it's your turn.
Okay, I cast Ray Frost again at one of the ink monsters. I got a 5 plus 4 is a 9.
Alright, yeah, that hits.
And I got a 5.
Alright, yeah, it took some damage. It's also slowed now, I think. But still looking pretty alright. Alright, these guys are gonna come closer still. So now I believe the distance between you guys is only 20 feet, and one of them is 30 feet away. So it's getting a little concerning. But they can't really do anything else. So our Tiefling is going to take a couple of steps back and fire another arrow at the one that's already been hit, because that just makes it easy and convenient for me. And that was an easy hit. And not a whole lot of damage, but it did something. Alright, and now it's Solis' turn.
I am going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Ooh, that sounds fancy.
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Alright, Guiding Bolt. A flash of light streaks towards a creature of your choice within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 4d8 radiant damage, and the next attack roll made against this target before the end of your next turn has advantage, thanks to the mystical dim light glittering on the target until then.
Oh, shit.
Yep. So, hopefully, I don't botch this roll.
Hopefully, yeah.
Nope, I got a 1.
Oh!
So, you accidentally shot the spell up towards the ceiling, and you might have accidentally ruined one of the light fixtures that was up there. And now there's just like a lot of sparks flying everywhere.
I can fix that later.
Sal is just not liking the sound of that. You can feel it in the air. It's just, that's uncomfortable.
She has mending. She has a mending cantrip, so.
Okay, alright, that's fair. You tried, and I'll give you that much. Alright, Devora, it's your turn.
Okay, so Devora also takes a step back with the Tiefling and fires another arrow at the one that he shot at, or the Tiefling shot at.
Okay.
That is a 16 plus 3, 19!
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Yeah. That is a 4 plus 1, that's 5.
Yeah, it's starting to fall apart. Alright, now it's Josh's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna use one of my spell slot and cast Magic Missile.
At the darkness?
I create 3 glowing darts of magical force. If any of the 3 darts hit a creature of my choice within range, it will deal 1d4 plus 1 force damage to his target. The darts all strike simultaneously, and I can direct them to hit one creature or several. So I will cast it to hit 3 of the ink monsters.
Are you going to hit the 3 that are undamaged, or do you want to also hit the one that has been damaged?
2 that are damaged and 1 that's damaged.
Okay.
Okay, so I got a 10 plus 4 is a 14, so the first one hits.
I tell you whether it hits or not. It hits.
Sorry. Okay, so now for the second missile, I got a 15. Wait, no, I got a 13. Plus 4 is a 17.
That also hits.
And the last one, I got a 12. Plus 4 is a 16.
That also hits.
They hit!
Yay! Very good.
Good
Very
job,
good, Wizard.
Josh.
Okay, now I will roll the 1d4 for the first missile. The first one I got a 1, plus 1 is 2. The second one, I got a 4, plus 1 is 5. And finally, the last one, I got a 1, plus 1 is 2.
Okay. So they each got a little bit. There's one that's just really not keeping it together. It's the slowed one. It's just having a very bad time. The others were just kind of able to shake off the damage a little bit, but, they got something. And now it's their turn. And at this point, I think one of them is no longer slowed, because that only lasts one round.
Yeah.
So this one's okay. And they're going to try to close the gap between you guys. 3 of them actually come close enough to attack, specifically Solis and Josh. So 2 of them are going to try to go for Solis, and 1's going to go for Josh.
Oh,
Okay.
well.
Well, one of them really tried to get at Solis, but, it completely missed. It threw, most of its weight for it, and it just ended up, brushing its own ankles. Very not good. The other one did not do any better.
Oh.
It's trying. But the one that's trying to go after Josh got an 11.
Nope, it misses. It barely misses.
Oh, right. So they tried and they failed.
Oh, God. I got careful.
I felt you tensing up.
That was out of character, not in character.
No, it's all in character. Alright, so the Tuffling is actually going to decide to switch weapons over to his rapier, and he's going to take a couple of steps forward and slash at the one that's really not looking good, by the way. Oh my god, it's a natural 20. Holy shit!
Fuck yeah!
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that thing is dead. I don't even have to do the math for it. It's just fucking dead. Oh god, yeah, he just stabbed it with his rapier, and it melted.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So that's done. Now it's Solis' turn.
Okay. I'll take out the mace, and then I'll just try to swing at them.
Just whack at it.
Okay. I got a 20.
Oh shit. Okay.
That
Cool.
totally makes up for last roll. Wow, you guys didn't need to applaud, but okay.
It was
We
very
wanted to.
necessary. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
It absolutely was. Congratulations.
Congratulations, you did a D&D.
Okay, I got a 20, and then... Okay, so it's a 6 plus what's my strength mod? 1. So 7.
7? Okay, are you attacking... I guess they're all damaged a little bit.
I guess the one that brushed my ankle?
Yeah. Well, it brunched its own ankle. It kind of doubled over in trying to hurt you. It tried really hard, but it didn't work so well, and now it got hurt, and it's very sad. It's kind of leaking everywhere.
This does not help Solis' conscience.
Alright, so now it's Devora's turn.
Alright, so she's gonna switch to one of her short swords. And how many are left?
There's currently 3 left.
Okay, so there's one that's still a few feet back, I'm assuming, that hasn't caught up yet because it was slow for a little while. And then there's one by Josh and one by Solis, right?
Well, there's actually... The one that was slowed has been murdered by the Teflang. So there's 2 by Solis and 1 by Josh.
Okay, so I'm going to go and attack one of the ones by Solis with my short sword.
Cool.
And that is a 2 plus 3, so that's 5. That doesn't hit, does it?
No, it does not.
Damn it.
You tried to protect your wife, but it did not work well. Alright, and now it's Josh's turn. The more I joke about that, the more people are gonna be like, are they dating?
I mean...
The answer is yes, but still.
We'll find out!
Okay, since one of the ink monsters is near me, I will try to hit it with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
Gonna try this again.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this again. Hopefully, I'll get a good number. Yes! I got an 11 plus 2 is a 13.
Nice, that works.
Yes!
You're very proud of just hitting things with that quarterstaff.
And I got a 2. That's my damage.
Just a 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it took a little bit of damage. It's alright, but took some damage.
But at least I did something.
Yes. Alright, and speaking of something, it's the Ink Monster's turn. So, They're gonna do basically what they did last time because they're really stupid. And if it didn't work the first time, it'll surely work the second time, right? So 2 of them are going to try to attack Solis, and 1 is going to try to attack Josh. Alright, 1 got a 9 versus AC.
Nope.
Alright, well, that was a fail. And that one did even worse, so that definitely does not hit. And now it has to see if I hit Josh at all. Does a 10 hit your AC?
Nope, it does not.
Oh, they all miss again. My beautiful dumb ink monsters. Alright, so now it's gonna be the Tiefling's turn, and he sees that this nonsense is still happening with you guys, so he's gonna go over to help you guys out a little bit, and he's going to attack one of the ink monsters who's attacking Solis. Alright, and he hits. Alright, he doesn't do too much damage, but he does something, and something is better than nothing. And now it's Solis' turn. These 2 guys are being really mean to you. What are you going to do about it? They're trying to be mean, rather.
They're really, really trying. I'm just gonna keep whacking away with my mace. Alright. 18 plus 2? Was it a proficiency bonus, right?
Yep.
Then, oh no, actually it was attack bonus. But yeah, it hits.
Alright, give me that sweet, sweet damage.
1d8 plus strength. I got a 3 plus 1, so 4.
4? Oh god, this thing is not doing well now. It looks like 1 good, solid hit was gonna do its in.
And hopefully that will be my hit, because I believe it's my turn.
Hopefully. It is your turn.
Alright, let's...
How did you know?
Alright, let's try this fucking hit with the short sword again. I got a 1.
Oh, sweetie. Well, you were trying to stab it, but you kind of lost your grip on your weapon, and then you ended up spending most of your time just trying to catch it before it fell. Did nobody tell you not to try to catch knives in the air? So luckily you didn't get hurt, but you dropped it on the ground.
Oh.
God damn it.
Good thing these ink monsters can't judge you.
They can't.
But the other fucking people here can.
Oh yeah, totally.
Those tall tale games where they're just like, oh, person will remember this. The ink monsters will not remember this.
But the Tiefling will. Thank you for listening to Tales of Familial Eternity. The music in this episode featured songs from Ross Bugden, Vibe Tracks, and Tabletop Audio, with sound effects from YouTube's audio library. Links are available in the description. If you like this episode, please leave a comment or message and tell us what you think. And if you'd like to learn more about our characters as well as the campaign, please follow us at TofeCast at both Twitter and Tumblr for more information.